Heather, the market keeps pushing the banks around, though. Today we got a huge rally. Yesterday we saw a huge sell-off. Today's probably short covering. I wonder whether we're still treating some of these names, these regional banks, on their fundamental benefits, or whether or not this is a sentiment story and other things are coming into play. If this continues, do you think you should be considering options like you did back in 2008? Should we be looking at short selling bans, etc., in order to stabilize the situation? What other levers can you pull to stabilize the regional banks?
Well, so the information that we have at this point is that the situation remains under control. Certainly the FDIC and Treasury are watching these things very closely. You also noted that next week we have congressional leaders coming to Washington, to the White House, because of the challenge that we are on the precipice of increasing the debt ceiling. And so, as we're looking out at some of the risks facing the economy, breaching that debt ceiling actually could be quite catastrophic for the economy in the near term, and is something that we actually are quite also urgently focused on.
Just one more part on the short selling ban. Is anyone talking about a short selling ban that you've heard?
I think at this point, the president is certainly looking at the options on the table, but at this point, they have things under control.
What about a deposit guarantee, Heather? That's also being considered as well. Clearly, that would be something that would require you working with Congress, but there may be other options, short-term options, that could give you some wiggle room there to provide the clarity and the certainty to the American people that their money is safe.
So the president has been clear, through the bold and decisive actions that the administration has already taken. We've been able to secure deposits and make sure that those folks that depend on the safety and security of their banks have been able to be made whole, while also making sure that investors in those banks are the ones who are paying the price. I think at this point we continue to watch the situation closely, and I would defer other questions to the FDIC.